Hi guys, so today we're going to be doing a video about ONiON because, like I say, play the characters that you like, and I like ONiON, so let's put ONiON into the hardest content of the game. ONiON is an F tier list 3-star unit that is apparently the worst damage dealer in the game. I think she has some value, as I think every character does, so I wanted to put her into this current mains bulletin, basically because she has some advantage that there's a mineral, buff to her. I'm flat out saying I've highly invested into mine. She's R10 and I really enjoy using her. Don't use her as a main DPS unless you just want to. I think she's great as a 4th slot in teams, and this is essentially what I'm using. This current mains bulletin, by the way, as you're going to see, this first team, it's Horopedia, it's Necrologist, the Dispel duo, and Horopedia being the DPS. We've got also Tooth Fairy because Tooth Fairy, and then what does ONiON bring to the table though? So she works here for a couple of different reasons. One of her incantations basically buff themselves when there's a negative stat or like a stats down or something, which Tooth Fairy can apply very easily. So ONiON can always get that bit of a boost thanks to Tooth Fairy plus crit, but also she also buffs herself with when the enemy is below 60%, which HP, which means that she's really good as a sub DPS or as a 4th person in 4-person teams. This team works really well because this boss, in case you don't know, needs to be dispelled. You need ultimate, and you need to dispel the positive stats, otherwise you're going to be doing fucking no damage. So the idea of this is going between Horopedia, who can dispel and do a really good job of it, and Necrologist, who is there to offer revive, but then also to buff damage, but then also she can dispel with one of her level 2 incantations. The extra benefit that ONiON does bring is when she uses her ultimate, which you do actually in this, especially in this Limbo, you want to be using more frequently, she actually can apply stacks of sturdiness, which basically is like a damage reduction. This is incredibly good at adding some sustain. It's a semi-shield kind of thing, but it's really good as adding a little bit of extra line of defense, which you're going to see like as I played through this battle. I've tried out a few different teams with this, but I was really pleasantly surprised with how much, well, first A, how much damage ONiON is doing, and B, that ONiON is kind of helping the team survive and buffering some of that damage. Horopedia is excellent here. I mean, you have only a few characters in this game that really offer dispel, but yeah, once my whole goal of this was I want to get ONiON to S tier, and then as you can see, Necrologist, gone. Bye girl. She's a real gone girl, you know. That's awful. God, she died. But I wanted to get ONiON to S tier, and then after I achieved it with this, I thought, how much further can I push this without overshining ONiON? Because for me, I have so much more satisfaction, and of course play the game how you like, but I get more satisfaction from getting a 3-star character to do an S-star clear versus having an S-star unit rip through it in like two attempts. Was it frustrating? Yes. But was it really rewarding and a lot of fun? Yes, because I somehow had like this emotional thing whenever like ONiON would do really well, or like an underrated unit would do really well, I'd be like, you go girl, like do your shit. But I was just really glad. Also, by the way, I record this on my phone and then I edit it and then just basically speak like this whilst I kind of rewatch the footage and then commentate on it. It's really easy for me and really fun to do as well, because I get to play back what I've edited and be like, Diva, what did you do? But as you can see, S rank clear there, and ONiON did 27% of that damage, which I think might surprise you, that she actually contributed a really good chunk. Now, this next team is essentially same format, but you can also do it without Tooth Fairy, just use the NSA. A lot of people pull for GU, so a lot of people will have at least one NSA, I would say. So if you don't have Tooth Fairy, because I'm always apprehensive to use 6-star units all the time whenever I make videos, because I feel like I don't want to always tell people you have to get them. This is a 5-star plus 3-star DPS team, and it's hitting numbers, and they're still doing they're doing their best until, you know, they're gone. But even here at the end, you lost to 5 stars, and who's left? Queen Yenisei with little 3-star ONiON, that little bag head at the end, and you know what? They still cleared over 500,000 points, so you can't knock ONiON. Let's get into the next team. This is we're taking out Necrologist, and I tried to think, we still need Horopedia because the thumbnail with the picture, hello, I can't resist. But then thought, let's put in Pickles. Pickles can also dispel. I mean, your other option is X, which he doesn't do a lot of damage, and he's not the best in this because there's not a lot of Moxie to really disconcert or to take away. But I use Pickles because Pickles can also buff. He can't, ironically, my Pickles is P2, so he buffs 40% with his ultimate. Necrologist buffs 50% with her P5, so he doesn't buff as much, but he does more damage, which is really fun and really great, and kind of makes Pickles a bit of a carry if you like that character. But again, look at our little queens at the end. We got ONiON left over and Pickles at the end. And again, we've added in a 6-star here. We're still getting similar numbers with ONiON still doing her fair share. This is what I would call now the premium team, I guess, for ONiON. This is the premium 3-star team. It's using 6-star Caliborna to do a big chunk of the damage and to offer self-sustain for herself, but also Tooth Fairy being Tooth Fairy and offering great sustain for the team, and Necrologist being the dispeller. To be honest, Pickles was okay at dispelling. I find Pickles gameplay a little bit awkward being on, off, because I feel like FOMO, if I don't get the benefit, then I feel like I've missed out. But then Necrologist is a lot more easy to play, I guess. Like, it's just dispel, and then your ultimate just gives you so many buffs, and then can also heal. But this team is also doing 700,000 damage. It's doing massive numbers, but it should, because it has Caliborna in it. It's got those beefy DPS. It's got the beefy DPS. It's got the double sustain, and then it's got Queen ONiON, which, of course, that's exactly why this is an SS clear, because ONiON was there doing 19% of that damage, but she did it. So that was kind of, look, if you want to run it, that's the strongest team. I haven't been able to triple S clear it with it, but I'm sure if I rage quit enough, probably I could, and you probably can. But I'm happy with SS clear. Happy with it. Now, this is my last little attempt, which is kind of a bit of a mixed bag. We've got X, who does less damage than Horopedia, but offers more utility. It's not as well utilized in this battle, so I wouldn't recommend putting him in there. But I did want to at least try it out and show you that you can also get an S clear with X, and also with the NSA if you don't have Tooth Fairy, and of course with ONiON. It's been a really long day. Also, still, hello, 600,000. The difference of, I don't know, 100,000 points. It's not that bad. Now, as we look here, it's going to be the builds and the units and the levels. Basically, the point of this video is ONiON's great, and if you like a character, play the character. I did it with the last main bulletin with Sweetheart and the Beast team. This time, I wanted to take on ONiON. Take her ONiON my wing, and have fun with it, and say, play who you like. It's more fun that way. Now, there's still the competition running until the 1st of July for the Limbo competition, so join in that if you can. Link for the Discord is in the pinned comment, and the video will be there as well with the team that you have to use. Heads up as well, I have family visiting and I'll be taking a bit of time off, so expect less videos, but stay in touch on Discord. That's enough. Go build your onion. Find your onion in this game and be one with the onion. Bye-bye.